Bryce, really all the big buzz last year was the possibility of starting you. Didn't really come out and say that you were the guy, but a lot of expectations last year going into the season that you could be the guy to be a starter. How important was last year to you and going into this season?
Last year was huge for me, just building me as a wrestler and a person. I do my best learning when I'm in the fire, I feel like. So to get thrown right into it and have to survive or die, it just made me tougher, be able to handle adversity and stuff. So yeah, I think it was great. I think it was the right move.
Like I said, do you regret it at all? Round of 16, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, round of 16.
I regret my round of 16 match, 100%. Could I have won that match? Yeah. I beat the kid at Midland. I wasn't able to keep my, focus through that match. And that's something that I worked on all summer that was outside of the room, just being able to just put things in perspective and being able to get through those long tournaments and tough matches.
What do you think is going to be the biggest thing that you take away from last year going into this season? What's going to be the difference maker for you?
I'd say the difference maker is just being everything's temporary. When you put everything into that basket of it's temporary, it's going to come and it's going to go, and you're going to be ready for it. That's hard to beat. That's a hard mindset to beat. It makes wrestling so much more smaller, which, we talk about making it everything, but when it makes it smaller and it just becomes how great of a product I can make myself instead of me trying to beat another guy, that's going to elevate my wrestling huge. And I've felt those gains here in the practice room this fall, so I'm excited to see what it looks like on the competition mat.
Health-wise, how are you feeling? How's the weight? You ready to go? You're 11 days out.
Yeah, 11 days out. I'm feeling healthy. Minor dings earlier this fall, but all just recovered. Through time. So I'm fresh. I'm 100%. Diet's looking great right now. I've been following it to a T, taking out those distractions. So yeah, it's coming together for a good season.
Can you talk a little bit about the kids in your class? This is now their time. You had your time last year. This is their time. And you probably room with some of these guys, go to classes with some of these guys. What's it going to be like to have them in the lineup with you?
It's going to be huge. Last year I was the lone guy out of our class that was wrestling, so it was kind of different, like just from an everything standpoint, because I was competing all the time. I was always on the road. They had a little more freedom and stuff, but this year, I live with Thompson and Schwarm, and it's gonna be cool to have that bond that we're both training, or all three of us are training and competing. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I feel like I'm not gonna say like I was like a forefront frontiers person, but I feel like guys in our class can come and ask questions when stuff gets tough and stuff like that. So I think it's great. I think it's gonna be great.
Did you feel like kind of like an oddball last year at all? Like just you didn't know a lot of the team. You probably knew them a little bit, but did you feel a little bit like out of place at all?
Not really. You create bonds with people too, and when you're traveling and you're struggling and you're working together, you make bonds pretty quick. Me and Albert, we kind of had a lot of the same stuff happening to us at the same time, so I feel like we grew really close. But A through Z on the team, I felt connected with everyone. So.
Looking at the rankings, where you're kind of pushing, or where you're projected at right now, how do you feel about the people that they've put above you? Are you excited to wrestle a specific person? Is there somebody on the lineup or on the schedule that you're kind of circling to kind of work for?
I'm really just excited to see the gains I've made. Whether it's a ranked guy, not a ranked guy, I definitely put myself in that top section above where I'm at. But that comes in March, So I think this year is going to be more about me having as much output as I can, scoring as many points, regardless of the guy, and winning those big matches.